Morning, 14th of April 2022. Messages, Spirit, please. Astrology mentioned this song in one of the song's write-ups. It's I believe, Put Yourself in My Place. I'm sorry about the light, but a lot going on today, so I've got to do it early. We'll get lighter. So it's put yourself in my place. So whatever's going on, we need to look at the other person's point of view, their situation, how it may be for them, why they react the way they do, why they say what they say, because what we seem to forget is we don't always see things the same as others. So what you're thinking may not be what other people are thinking. You shouldn't assume that you know everything. So let's see what they've got for us today. Today's card is about addictions. It's about patience. It's about bringing balance back into your life. It's about learning the hard life lessons and coming out strong on the other side. And there it is at the top of the deck. I'm going to use it. No coincidence there then. First part's massively important. Begging to come out. That full moon on the 16th is massively important. And it's the first time the Hermit hasn't come out. It was in the sweet spot. So, massive arguments that could get violent. Somebody wants to win at all costs. They don't care how they do it. They don't care who they hurt. They will cut their nose off to spite their face just to prove themselves right. 5 weeks. You need to step away from that sort of argument. Don't get involved. Defend yourself, but don't go on the attack. Because this is a nightmare situation. 5 weeks, 9 weeks. Where someone has to take action. Go with their instincts, because this card is without thought. They take action without thought. Those born 1966 plus or minus 12 may be involved, but it is also the Sagittarius energy. So we have Sagittarius all across the board and Neptune. Massive arguments, accidents, losses within the home, water and electrical problems, but somebody's still in denial about what needs to take place. That tower has to come down. The walls of defence have to come down. The ivory towers you've built for yourself have to come down. You have to make yourself vulnerable. You have to sacrifice something to achieve what you want. The 16, full moon. Negative energy. Finances, career, stability. A nurturing person, possibly with Taurus in the chart. Someone in uniform, perhaps somebody of a darker complexion. A lady. It's the mother energy. You give her lemons, she will make lemonade. She'll find a way to survive financially, emotionally, etc. There is a mutual bond here. Some reciprocity and a homecoming. The homecoming mentioned by Spirit is not one of actual homecoming, though it could be. It is about coming home to yourself, realising who you are, what's and all, and accepting it. But it's going to be a hard lesson to learn, and today it won't be easy. We have the Leo, the Scorpio mentioned. There's lack of balance, there's addiction to a way of life. Old habits die hard. Addictions to alcohol, drugs, shopping, gambling, etc. You are being put through the blacksmith's forge and battered and battered and battered until you learn your lessons. We've come off the cross, we've left the hanged man behind. We're no longer in limbo, but it's not going to be easy because you have to raise this to the ground before you settle this issue. So, the only major arcana that's important is the tower. And it's about be careful of the towers you build because they could become your prison. You may think you want something and then when you get it, it's not exactly what you hoped for. It's a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. There's a new beginning, an opportunity here. Perhaps in the middle of a fight to see how bad this situation is and realise it's time for a new beginning. To take the courage to move forwards. Even if it's not what you planned and not what you really wanted. Or how you really wanted it to happen. Put yourself in the other half of the situation's shoes and see it from their angle. And be compassionate in the midst of this argument. But that doesn't mean agree to things you don't really want. You have to be brutally honest. The W is important. The dragons, those born 1988 plus or minus 12 February to February. It's a new opportunity for a new home, a new life, a new business, a new job, a new financial prosperity. But you have to take it. From little acorns, mighty oaks grow. A new opportunity. It will pay off within a year. Yeah, there is something to do with children, your inner child, your ego, in other words, or your connections to the past is causing nightmares, sleepless nights. Aries energy. Somebody wants it their way or the highway. They're refusing to see it any other way. They're not putting themselves in somebody else's shoes. They are being stubborn. Injuries to the head and face, lack of self-esteem, no new beginnings. They're refusing these new beginnings, turning their back on it, in denial, and trying to control everybody and everything so that their little world stays the same. But change is coming, and it can't be avoided forever. So the 4 and 31 is negative, the 10 is positive. The wheel of fortune is turning in our favour. Yeah, the full moon on the 16th is massively important, and if you watch Ablas's astrology video, it's massively important. There'll be decisions made on the 18th, and you will, there's no doubt about it, doubt those decisions on the 20th, but that's just a reaction. But the decision, make sure you make the right decision on the 18th. Everything will become clear. You have to choose your path, not somebody else's path, because this is going to be a hard journey, and if you're not on the right path, it's going to be twice as bad. So they can't say whether you'll succeed or not, because they don't know what choice you're going to make. But the opportunity will be there to open up, to destroy everything, if you have courage. There's no defending a situation anymore, nor should you defend any of your actions that are false. You've been betrayed, or there's been a passing, or there's been an ending, but we're leaving that behind. Well, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. It's an important ending, and it will bring about your happiness. So, there it is again. This is about a mutual, unconditional love story, partnership, a work partnership. Two people that are working towards, or should be working towards the same goal, but at the minute, I don't know that they are. Yeah, because of these arguments, again, we've got the 5 of Swords. You have to step away. You have to let go of wanting to win. Do you want to win, or do you want to be happy? Take the high road. And there we have it. A massive three times this bond, this union. Make the right choice for you. It is emotional and physical and spiritual equality. This is a need to communicate how you feel to someone. Let them know how you really feel. It's a binding of two souls, a contract that was signed before they even entered this world. It's about communications and siblings, twins. There's no denying this is a twin flame. There's no denying it. And I've used it 3 times in the past few months, and I've never used it before because I don't like the term. It's overused, as is soulmates. Soulmates are something different. We have many of those in our lifetime, and they're here to teach us lessons. But this is a twin flame. It is Adam, Eve, Thankfully, Lilith isn't in this deck. It's nothing and no one can come between them. But someone feels like they've been exploited. Someone feels like they've been used. They may be wrong, but that's the impression they've been given. You have to put yourself in their shoes. Nothing can grow in barren lands. There's mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. It's just not fruitful. It's not enjoyable anymore. Perhaps there's been a loss of a child, a termination. The 3rd or the 30th is the eclipse. And the eclipse will have massive repercussions for everybody. Taurus energy again. So if you've got Taurus in your chart, I think Taurus is in Uranus, but I'm not sure which is the rebellion planet. A chapter isn't over, but it needs to be for you to be successful. And the reason it's not over is because these roots run deep. And it's not going to be easy. The 21. Negative energy. You need to bring this to a conclusion in an amicable way, and you don't see that that's possible. Above all, we need to communicate. There may be messages, gifts coming your way. Positive communication. But there is that isolation of feeling like you've been half erased. Lonely in a room full of people. Lacking something in your life. But miracles can happen. Gemini energy again, so Gemini is very strong in this read. Mental communication. Telepathy even with these two. This is something major coming into your life. An opportunity of something new that is massively important. Something or someone new. Or a new situation, not the old situation, should I say. It's somebody who's massively positive, and your thoughts and words are spells, so use them carefully. Miracles can happen with this card. You need to communicate. Siblings are mentioned more than once, so it could be a twin, and it could be your twin flame. But you are meant to be together in this life in some form. You're manifesting your own reality. So keep your thoughts positive and make it happen. 1 or 28, massively important in a positive way. The miracle. And there is the moon, the soul, the high priestess. So we have the 24th. The 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 28th, the 29th, the 30th. We have the 4th, we've got 31st as well. We've got 31 days in this month. 30 days, no we haven't. So the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th of next month, and the 6th. What's missing is the 5th. So the beginning of next month could be massively important. High Priestess, let's see. It is the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium, the traveller, the carnival people. October the 11th. 11th is important. All things must come to the soul from the roots. But at the moment, everything's the wrong way up. It's not coming from the roots. It's coming from the top. The magician, as above, so below. It's not. It's the other way around. As below, so above. You've got something the wrong way around. The name Teresa is important. What does your gut say? And that's what the Hermit's been saying all week. The Moon asks, this card is all about mystery, feeling, and hidden messages. The Moon is receptive. There's the Moon. It governs intuition and self-protection, the tower that we built for ourselves. Its placement by sign and house indicates those areas to which we are most emotional or sensitive. The Moon represents what is felt instinctively and what is at the core of our emotions. In the astrological chart, the Moon is our soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. The Moon represents security, the home we grew up in, the need to hide away and recoup our energies. It is the female principle that is darkly moist and yielding, so the Moon can signify relationships with our mothers, as well as pregnancy, which unfortunately isn't taking place because nothing grows in barren lands. Also signifies our grandmothers and even old age, so geriatric issues could arise when this card turns up. Crowds belong to the Moon, but also shyness, reticence, and things that occur in the darkness. So we don't want to put ourselves out there into the crowds and be emotionally vulnerable. So we're isolating ourselves. The Moon shows how we respond emotionally and what we feel most deeply. So we're going within. We're retreating. Some believe the Moon represents who we are in secret and also memories from who we were in the past, childhood memories. The Moon are past lives as well, so there you are, the twin flame. The Moon is our innermost selves. About this matter, do not be shy. You have to allow yourself to shine, just as the Moon is shining there for that young lady. This card indicates fluctuations in your life. The Moon changes sign every 2.5 days. So 12 different Moon combinations mean great variation. But the Moon is the side we keep concealed. In a horoscope chart, when the Moon has many aspects or is the most elevated planet in the chart, it is considered to have strong influences. The lunar influence can be indicative of future fame, governing the masses, or what is likely to be popular. At this time, you may have trouble controlling your emotions and you may want to do things that are safe. Pushing things under the carpet, not letting that tower fall. It's disappeared. Where's it gone? Not wanting that tower to fall. There it is. You may want to do things that are safe. You're very sensitive and you must gauge any feelings before entering a room or being with people you don't know. You like working alone, but you're also dependent on how others are responding to you now. The arts and helping professions will suit you. You would do well working with persons with mental or emotional problems or anyone who needs counselling. It's also a good time to rely upon your imagination and to pay attention to your dreams. When this card turns up in a reading, all is not as it seems because something is being obscured from you. You may feel you have lost your direction or that you don't have all the information to go forward. There is much you are sensing, but you may be hesitant to act. It may look as if it's difficult to cut through the fog to get to the real truth of any situation. Substance abuse and addictions, which is today's card, there we are, may touch your life. Not you necessarily, but certain energies or persons surrounding you. After growing close to someone, the energy may feel smothering and restrictive, and insecurities will arise where you feel you've been exploited, used. Feelings of paranoia. We love our moon though. She makes us feel safe, so someone's emotional clinginess may be an issue. After all, the moon tells us to hang on oftentimes after we should have released things from our lives or just given up. But no, the moon always says, hang in there, you will sooner or later win. And that's what somebody's thinking. I want to win at all costs. I want it my way. And I will dig my heels in until I do. And in the process, you're losing. You don't win, and everyone will regret it. It's important now not to accept any false pictures or misapprehend the truth. Like with the Neptune card, with the Moon card, deception is possible. Things are cloudy right now, and it's a good time to open your mind to visions as well as appreciating women's wisdom and intuition, finding your feminine side and bringing out your visions. Talent is in more public way. As shy and tentative as the moon is, she still represents fame and crowds, and when you think the moon card, think mystery, birth, tribes, unanswered questions, and sometimes sudden fame. Someone from your past is about to re-enter your life. Any romance that starts now will be strange yet compelling and even familiar. An important meeting for you may occur in the evening hours. Pay close attention to the energies that swirl around you. This is a good time to rely on your gut instinct. Nighttime, the soul, feelings, high emotions, sorrow, being moody, feeling restless, betrayal, protection, clandestine encounters. In the evening, the tribe, the family tree, secret affairs, feeling adrift, wandering, never reaching a resolution, things that should have been dealt with years ago. Situations where you feel shy or awkward. Food, nourishment, fantasy, creative imagination, psychic visions, feeling distracted, cloudy, finding closure, movement near or over water, travels to foreign countries, arenas, crowds, conventions, female issues, women's mysteries, speculation, visions, living in the moment, the inner world, the child within, your mother, your grandmother, if they're in spirit especially, finding out who you truly are. What did I say? Coming home to that person you were meant to be. So dreams, the soul, the dark night of the soul, memories and past wisdom, shelter and deep love. So we are going through the dark night of the soul. The High Priestess stands at the gates of hell and stops us going fully into hell, but we will visit. This isn't going to be a pleasant time. We have to be very careful what goes into our body, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, the energy that's around you, and what comes out of it, as in words written or spoken, because you are manifesting your own reality. What you believe and what you speak will be true. So be very careful. If you say to yourself, I can't, if you carry on in denial like the Tower 16, you won't be able to, because you're telling yourself you can't. What you've got to do is say, I can. So there's a poem somewhere, I don't know what it's called, about what if this happens, what if that happens? And Spirit's reply is always, what if it doesn't? What if you succeed? What if you fly? It's all about the way you talk to yourself, the doubts in your head, the thoughts, the negative speak that you tell yourself. Kindness. Kindness is sometimes a curse. In order to be kind, you have to be vulnerable and open your heart to the gentle qualities of caring and compassion. Put yourself in their place. Be kind to yourself, have reasonable expectations, and give yourself due praise. In order to nurture the gentle qualities of kindness, cherish yourself. When you do something for yourself, you automatically extend that same energy to others. Kindness melts barriers of ice around people and re-empowers those who are afraid. When somebody is afraid, somebody is alone, somebody is lost. So reach out to the lonely, draw out the shy, include those who feel isolated, and comfort the sad. Your rewards will be a sense of inner peace, warmth and love. Be kind to yourself and others. So no matter what shit hits the fan, be compassionate but don't compromise your dreams. Thanks for listening. Bye.